Gosh, it's hot. The long, hot summer of July 2026 is just like long, hot summer 50 years ago in 1976 when I'd finished my A-levels. And David Eccles and I, well, we were on the beaches of Swansea down at Langland Bay. So it was absolutely fabulous and really good to see the old boy. So we've got a plan at home not to go too far away. Why would you want to go anywhere when the weather is so beautiful here? Mel's been out in the garden. I don't think that's any surprise, in the back garden and the front garden. And we've had a couple of really nice barbecues.
Here comes the Pavlova.
But if a smaller number of people who have more power
Come on.
don't want them to,
Pavlova.
so do we.
These beautiful women.
So therefore it's
Lovely food.
more to do with the people
Oh, I'm
who
so
have more
happy.
power.
She did take me on a little trip, though, to a beer festival. I thought it was fantastic. We basically took our own little chairs along, sat in the sunshine, and drank warm beer. What could be nicer?
Right, can you guess where we are? Look, I'll give you a clue. It's green and bucolic. There are lots of very happy people. And even they're drinking beer. They're drinking beer and there's a band and the sun's out. It's absolutely lovely. Now, if you haven't guessed by now, here's somebody to tell you. Where are we, Melanie?
We are in the Shire.
In the Shire, and we've got our own music, haven't we? Look at that, that's a great image.
But if you think that's all Mel's been doing, you'd be wrong, because she's been writing away furiously 4 or 5 hours a day, yes, and she's going to finish her book, yes. That's fantastic. And look, I did a little kind of mock-up cover for her using AI, and I predict this book will be out this time next month, so well, you've got to hang on for that. So she's been amazingly productive, and I've been amazingly unproductive because I've been trying to use AI for all the wrong things, trying to do a website with a big image on it, and it just doesn't work. Tried to use a photographic site, didn't work, and I finally found that if I use Squarespace the way you're supposed to use Squarespace, you do actually get somewhere. So not got too far on the AI front, but have been for lots of nice walks, especially in Cheltenham. You know, you're never too far away from the escarpment in Cheltenham. You can see it. It kind of wraps around the town just about wherever you are, and you can go right up it and get beautiful sunsets. Likewise, I've been to Cirencester to see my friends, Roy and Ian and Gary, and through town, and this is where I used to work at Bran. Buildings haven't changed at all.
Back at Bran, well, it's half-assed now, but it was half-assed when I was still there. So this is the first building I worked in. Isn't that amazing?
And as for exercise, well, I've been swimming a lot, and cycling. And this is a church at Goddington, and I met this really charming old lady, and look what she showed me.
This is the oldest ladder?
Well, it's reputed to be the oldest still in regular use in the country.
Wow.
15th century, we think.
Wow.
You carry on going, you see the countryside's really going yellow.
30 degrees. It's hot. And the countryside is going yellow. Wow.
But you come across a king up a tree and mention Bella Snap, and that's an old Neolithic fort. So there's all sorts of history as you go for your ride around the place.
Up at the top, I think this is all called Little Switzerland up here. I'm more than halfway. I've gone past Bella Snap. I'm up above Winchcombe. Countryside's gone yellow. Hey?
But talking about cycling brings me neatly on to Matthew, because Matthew's bike collapsed on him as he's going down a hill in Bristol. It's pretty bad, but he's trying to buy a house. It's taking ages, but Steve's been along, declared the house mint, so good luck to Matthew there. This time next month should be his. Daniel's a hero. He did a 100-kilometre triathlon, his first in 5 hours. That's very, very good. And Thomas, well, he's Daddy's good boy because he came to see us, and that's really nice with Mel. And then we actually went out of the county. We went to Dorchester because Lizzie was going to have a party. So off we went, and that was just great. Lizzie and Gerard, and it was a barn dance. And if you said, did I dance? The answer is yes, I did. So we're with Chris and Sally staying in the same hotel. So that was really nice. And we went back the next day to have a little tour of the farm. And here's old Rob kind of rolling along. And I think this is the last farm in the kind of area to get their harvesting, because the harvest is like 2 or 3 weeks early. Or
We're on Lizzie's farm and she's bringing the harvest in. Look at that, it's amazing. It's been bone dry for a fortnight and it must be a good crop. I think they must be very happy. Jeremy Clark's will be very happy, Lizzie's very happy. Yes, bring it all in, bring the bacon home. Yes, let's have land for farm, not solar panels, Daniel, land for farms. It's what we want. What a fantastic sight. I love combine harvesters. Just fantastic. Look at that. What a sight. What a sight. Ready to the corner now, ready for the corner. Oh yes, yes. Oh, 3-point turn, I think.
so off we went then to a National Trust property called Barrington Court. And we like National Trust properties because they've got beautiful gardens, and this was no exception. Absolutely fantastic. A bit parched, but still you can see how they were laid out. What I found remarkable was it had an old stately house, which is, what you'd expect, but it also had this old stable block, and somebody had worked out that they could convert it into a home, and they stuck some chimneys on and put a second floor, and I thought it looked fantastic.
What a fantastic place. Wind in the poplars, lily pond, and you come round and there's this amazing house. Isn't that fantastic? I think so.
We then stayed in a place called Chard, where the first powered flight was from. I went on to Wetherspoons, had a great evening and a meal. And the next day, went to a place called Ford Abbey. I've never heard of Ford Abbey. It was absolutely magnificent. They'd clearly watered their gardens, whereas Barrington Court hadn't. It's a fantastic building with kind of beautiful views over the lakes and all sorts of walks. So that was fantastic. We went for a kind of walk around the outside.
Here's Mel and the pond. We've had a fantastic time. As you swing round, look at this. Absolutely amazing, and fantastic gardens. We're going off for a lovely lunch now. That's fantastic.
And then we went to the tea room to get some cold drinks, and there were all these kind of Alice in Wonderland statues. I thought they were great. I sent off for the thing. I thought we'd get a couple of those, stick them in the garden, but they're like £1,000 a pop. So I think we might not. So there you are. The long hot summer of 2026 keeps on rolling on. It's just like the long hot summer of 1976, but I'm just a bit older. But I'm not going to grumble because we've had 49 years of bad weather in between. So, and we've got a new Labour Prime Minister. Yeah, so good luck to Andy Burnham. I hope he does well. Hope he lasts longer than next month. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for listening, and see you next time maybe. Bye bye.